Good afternoon. My name is Klas. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to stand here and share my thoughts about our food habits and our open-mindedness. I don't think all of you know my personal background and what it says about the overall topic today, open-mindedness. So, my background. I was born in Bangkok, my mom's Vietnamese and my dad's German. With my family, I lived not only in Thailand, but later on also in China, and now in Germany. You will see in my talk that this helped me to open my mind in a way. Living in different countries, I learned that there are very different ways to have a good life. And everywhere I developed habits to eat very different kinds of healthy and tasty food. Today you'll hear from me how our food habits relate to our open-mindedness. You can define open-mindedness as the willingness to take in new viewpoints or preference seriously. You can define habit as old behaviors that are repeated often, and normally we don't think of them when they're getting repeated. So both open-mindedness and habits seem in a way in conflict that I want to explain. Food habits definitely limit the variability of the food we eat. Biologists say, let me study a bit what humans can eat. Biologists say humans are omnivores. They are designed to eat animal meat and plants. Medical doctors say human diet changes during their lifetime. As a baby, we are breastfed. When we are young, we prefer easy digestible food like noodles or meat burgers. The elder we grow, the less sugar and fat we prefer in our diets. People following different kinds of religion eat different kinds of food. For example, Muslim people eat halal food without pork. Jewish people eat kosher food, which also doesn't contain pork, which is processed according to some rituals. We all can see, or myself even experience, that living in different countries make us have different food preferences and habits. In Thailand, I ate lots of mangoes with sticky rice. In China, I love eating the Beijing duck dumplings and buns. My mom prepares me lots of rice noodle soups. And now in Germany, I got to learn about my new favorite, asparagus with ham, butter, and potatoes, with a Donauwelle cake as desserts. Historians found out where our ancestors ate. During the Stone Age, humans were roaming from one to another place. These nomads ate food on their way, which was most easy to collect. They ate eggs, nuts, berries, plants like dandelions, and they ate fish and meat from animals they hunted. During the medieval, almost all nomads settled and converted into small farmers. These farmers domesticated animals and grew crops in their fields. They stored their production as dried meat, vegetables, cereal, or cheese. Interestingly, at that time they only ate 2 meals a day instead of 3. Another 500 years later, which means today, people living in large cities as Berlin here were far from food production. Food production is concentrated in big farmers. They supply food to be processed in big factories. These processed foods are burgers, fries, sweets, and cakes. And some extremes, normally very easy to eat food, we call junk food. And today we develop such bad food habits. A few years from now, in the future, we may have no idea what we're going to eat, but we may not want to eat any more of this processed food. we may not want to be converted such bad food habits to less and less healthy people, looking more and more like walking burgers or walking candy. You can conclude that my key message today is habits are overruling our open-mindedness. You can see the food we eat every day is a part of our habits. You can see, for ourselves, our habits can be a strong limitation on our diets. However, overall food humans eat has only little limits. Further, our food habits are very variable and change depending on age, time, location, religion, and so on. My plea to all of you is, let's be more open-minded, try new cuisines, and adapting ourselves easier and quicker within different cultures or locations. Thank you. Danke, merci. Gap, xie xie, gamong.